Welcome, viewer. Justice by John Galsworthy is a gripping masterpiece that delves deep into the human psyche, exploring the intersection of morality, law, and compassion. With its intricate characters and thought provoking themes, the play takes the audience on an emotional roller coaster, challenging perceptions and igniting introspection. Prepare to be captivated by a tale that unveils the complexities of justice and the resilience of the human spirit. So let's begin. The captivating play begins in the offices of James Howe and Sons, where lawyers work. A young woman knocks on the door holding her children. She wants to talk to William Folder, the junior clerk, about something personal. This woman is Ruth Honeywell. She is in a relationship with Folder even though she is already married. They plan to run away together to keep her safe from her abusive and dangerous husband. The plot thickens when the senior clerk, Robert Coxon, finds out that a check he had given for £9 has been changed to say £90. Folder admits that he changed the check, saying he did it during a moment when he wasn't thinking clearly. Coxon figures out that there is a connection between this check issue and the young woman Ruth. Coxon feels sorry for Folder's situation, and so does Walter Howe, the younger partner of the firm. However, the senior partner, James Howe, doesn't show any sympathy. He hands Folder over to the police. So, what's happening here is that a woman named Ruth comes to talk to Folder, who works as a clerk. They want to run away together because Ruth's husband is cruel. Then there is this money problem with a check, and Folder admits to changing it. Coxon and Walter feel bad for Folder, but James Howe isn't understanding and gets the police involved. Now, the stage shifts to a courtroom as the play's second act begins. This is where Folder's trial takes place. Picture a young advocate named Hector Fromm standing up to defend Folder. Fromm doesn't try to say Folder didn't change the check, he admits that part. Instead, he explains that Folder was in a tough situation. The woman Folder loved, Ruth, couldn't get help from the law. She had two choices: stay with her dangerous husband, terrified for her life, or leave him. But leaving her husband wouldn't be easy because just being treated badly isn't enough reason for a divorce. If she left, she might end up homeless or even selling herself to support her kids. From tells the jury that sending Folder to prison would be a huge punishment that could ruin his life. But despite the plea, Folder is found guilty and gets a sentence of 3 years in jail. Now, Coxon, the man who walks with Folder, going to the place where Folder is locked up in the prison. He asks if it's possible for Ruth, the lady Folder loves, to visit him. But the people in charge of the prison aren't understanding or kind about this request. On the other hand, Ruth talks to Coxon and explains that she has left her husband. She tells him that she is really struggling. She doesn't have money or a way to take care of herself and her kids. Holder doesn't do well in prison. He struggles to adapt to the new life behind bars. When his sentence finally ends, he leaves prison feeling utterly broken. Later, both Ruth and Folder visits the solicitor's offices where they used to work. Ruth pleads with the bosses there to give Folder another chance at his job. Reluctantly, the bosses agree, But they have a condition. Holder must cut off all ties with Ruth. This revelation shocks Folder. He realizes with horror that Ruth had to do things she didn't want to do in order to survive while he was in prison. This realization hits him hard as he understands the sacrifices she made during his absence. As the story nears its conclusion, a dramatic turn of events takes center stage. A police officer arrives on the scene, and his presence sends shockwaves through the unfolding narrative. Holder, who had been struggling under the weight of his circumstances, now faces the dire consequences of failing to report to the authorities as required by his ticket of leave status, a sort of supervised release from prison. In a moment that encapsulates the desperation and hopelessness that have been building throughout the play, Folder takes a drastic and irreversible step. Overwhelmed by the inescapable grief of his fate, he makes a heart wrenching decision. He throws himself from an upstairs window, and tragically, the fall leads to his untimely death. The play reaches its poignant and haunting climax as Folder's life comes to a tragic end. The senior clerk, who had tirelessly attempted to support and assist Folder throughout his journey, speaks words that resonate deeply. These words hold a somber truth. Folder is finally at peace, free from the torments of the world. The senior clerk's words, "No one will touch him now, never again. He is safe with gentle Jesus," encapsulate a sense of finality, offering a poignant reflection on the tragedy that has unfolded. In this closing scene, the narrative masterfully navigates the complexities of human struggle, the limits of resilience, and the harsh realities of a society that can be unforgiving. The senior clerk's words encapsulate a sweet blend of sorrow and comfort, underscoring the magnitude of the events that have transpired. The ending of the play leaves the audience with a lingering sense of reflection on the themes of justice, compassion, and the fragility of the human spirit. It serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities inherent in the pursuit of understanding, empathy, and the quest for a just and compassionate world. I hope you liked the summary. Hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more. Thank you so much.